DJ, how come every time there's a foul, a questionable foul, a flagrant foul, a smack across the face, a fingernail in the eye?
The league is full of chaos right now. During a game, DJ Carrington slapped Kate Martin in the face, which shocked both fans and players. It looked like a serious foul that no one expected to see in the middle of a match.
What really happened here, man, with DeJounte. Okay. Nice pass. Oh, man. So you're going to help her up right after you clobber her like that, right? You're going to help her up after you clobber her like, didn't even look at her. Oh, she's so shady.
Carrington is once again making headlines for the wrong reasons. Many people are talking about her reputation for playing dangerously. This time, Kate Martin became the latest player involved in one of Carrington's controversial moments.
If she can't get to Caitlyn, she'll just settle for...
As Martin moved past Carrington, the defender made a very aggressive play. Instead of simply trying to block the ball fairly, Carrington swung her arm and hit Martin. The contact was strong enough to knock Martin to the floor. She looked shaken and held her side while the referees quickly blew the whistle and checked on her.
Been reported that Kate Martin gets annoyed over DeJounte Carrington's physical defense during Unrivaled. WNBA standout Kate Martin didn't seem to appreciate the physical defense DeJounte Carrington played on her during Unrivaled League. And I'm telling y'all right now, we already know how she coming, bro. She's very handsy with her style of play, and she's not the only one. It's a lot of ladies in this league that play like that.
When the replay was shown, it made the situation look even worse. The arm swing did not seem accidental, and many people felt it looked intentional. Martin, who is known for her strong and fair play, was left on the floor and needed help to stand up. Luckily, after a quick check, she was able to continue playing, but the moment had already caused a lot of concern.
Has hurt her nose again. I don't know if it's broken or not, but I think Kate's just toughness, resiliency, and leadership is the biggest thing. And I mean, you see it, like, Kate's a pro player. Like, you see her game, she's hitting fadeaway jump shots, she's going at.
DJ Carrington's infamous eye poke left Caitlin Clark with a black eye and caused outrage across the league. Fans and analysts, especially supporters of the Indiana Fever, criticized her as a dirty player. Many saw that incident not just as a mistake, but as a sign that Carrington is willing to push limits. Now, after her recent clash with Kate Martin, those accusations seem even more justified, as she appears determined to keep reinforcing her rough reputation.
NBA Twitter is currently crashing out over Black Eye Gate. I'm sure we've seen by now this play where DeJounte Carrington pokes Caitlin Clark in the eye. And after seeing this angle, so many people are saying that it was intentional, right? DeJounte goes up to steal the ball, and when she comes down, her hand goes like this, straight into Caitlin's eye. Do I think that this was a reckless play? Yes. Do I think that she did it with the intent to hurt Caitlin Clark? No. Do I think it should have been called a foul?
From the start of the game, Martin played fiercely. Her quick moves and precise shooting were hard for Carrington to handle. Martin was everywhere on the court, cutting through defenses and staying calm under pressure. Frustrated, Carrington let her emotions take over and made a reckless play, targeting Martin as she drove by. Martin crashed to the floor after the hit, while Carrington also tried to slap the ball out of her hands, seemingly to distract her. The referees called a clear foul, showing Carrington's increasingly erratic style.
Not stop one DeJounte Carrington. Of course, she's the person that multiple times had, egregious altercations with Caitlin Clark last year, including the eye poke, the eye gouge, the eye scoop out of Caitlin Clark's head, heard round the world last year, as well as whatever that ridiculous flop and gyration was during one of those games.
What stood out even more was Martin's composure. While Carrington was aggressive and desperate to shake her opponent, Martin stayed focused and continued performing at a high level. Her ability to remain calm despite Carrington's antics showed why she is earning the trust of her coaches and teammates and why she is becoming one of the league's rising stars.
Here, as the camera pans over, she reaches in and swipes at the ball, but how hard are you going to do it exactly? You trying to break somebody's arm? Look at that. Look at that. Boom. You know, it's the small things that ain't great.
Carrington's attempts to stop Martin didn't work and only highlighted her frustration. All game, Martin ran smart plays, made key shots, and showcased her growing skills. Carrington couldn't keep up, and the fall made it clear she was being outplayed. Fans could see that Carrington often resorts to aggressive tactics when an opponent outperforms her. Her fiery personality sometimes crosses the line between competitive and reckless.
I mean, what are we doing? We trying to break an arm now on top of it? I mean, this person just says it. It's almost assault. Good grief. That looked like break my arm, bro.
Martin's performance speaks for itself. With more playing time, she has shown her skill, basketball IQ, and offensive versatility, making her a player opponents can't ignore. She stayed calm and let her game speak, refusing to respond to Carrington's mind games. Carrington, who has long shown disdain for Clark, seems to have shifted her frustrations to Martin, using questionable tactics. This follows her past aggressive actions against Clark, including the notorious eye poke incident. Fans and players are now watching closely as Carrington directs her aggression toward a new target.
Probably not one individual player that has benefited more from Unrivaled than Kate Martin. Look, Kate Martin was somebody that came into the WNBA and nobody, and I mean nobody, thought she was going to make the Las Vegas Aces roster.
The clash between DJ Carrington and Kate Martin happened during a high-intensity game. Martin shined, proving her value with more playing time and showing skill, focus, and consistency. Her success seemed to frustrate Carrington, who used dirty tactics to try to disrupt her. Martin stayed calm, refusing to engage in Carrington's antics, letting her performance speak for itself. Fans noticed a pattern, suggesting Carrington's actions might be personal, targeting players close to Caitlin Clark. Many felt it crossed the line from competition into pettiness.
I played ball for a number of years when I was a teenager, played on basketball teams, I coached basketball. I have watched thousands of NBA basketball games. I've watched probably a few hundred WNBA games in my lifetime. I've watched every single game that Caitlin Clark has played. I've watched hundreds and hundreds of women's college basketball games. I've watched high school basketball games. There is absolutely nothing that is natural about this motion of Dejanay Carrington.
Martin's star continues to rise, showing she doesn't need to stoop to Carrington's level to make an impact. Her calm under pressure and ability to rise above the drama have earned her respect across the league. Meanwhile, Carrington's refusal to respect players like Clark and Martin frustrates fans even more. While Martin and Clark elevate the game with skill and teamwork, Carrington's aggressive tactics often make her seem more interested in making headlines than helping the WNBA grow.
You hear what the reporter was saying. She was alluding to Dejanay being upset because she felt she got fouled on the prior end. She got fouled on the end prior, so you know what? I'm going to come on the other end. I'm just going to...
Martin's team, the LA Lace, gave the perfect response to Carrington's antics by winning a hard-fought game. Despite Carrington's aggressive moves, including trying to slap the ball out of Martin's hands, the Lace stayed focused and emerged victorious. Martin's composure, sharp passing, clutch shooting, and leadership helped her team secure the win. Carrington's over-aggressive style backfired, disrupting her own team's flow. Martin used the extra challenge as motivation, finishing strong and leading her team to a decisive victory.
And she hates Caitlin Clark. And she resents all the shine that Caitlin Clark gets and all the way Caitlin Clark anointed herself as the madam, the godmother of women's professional basketball before she even entered the league. And Dejanay's had a tough time living up to her potential and fulfilling her talent.
The game highlighted the difference between the two players' approaches. Carrington relied on physicality and questionable tactics, while Martin focused on teamwork, discipline, and composure. The victory was both on the scoreboard and in the eyes of the public. Carrington's attempts to rattle Martin failed, while Martin's resilience and leadership strengthened her reputation as one of the league's rising stars. In the end, Martin's performance proved that skill, focus, and determination always win over tactics meant to distract or intimidate.